Hi guys, my name is Dede. Welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, it's so lovely to have you. But if you're old, hey woo, it's nice to have you back. I'm so excited today. I'm giving you one of my most favorite recipes. Delicious, melt in your mouth yam balls and crispy on the outside. Nothing beats this one. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have a tuber of yam. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I divided it into two, so I'm just going to peel this yam. This is going to be a little fast because this recipe is long and I don't want the video to be too long. But guys, you want to watch this to the end. It's amazing and there's something beautiful at the end for you to watch as well. So I peel my yam and I don't wash my yam before peeling it, so because I'm never sure if I'm going to use the whole tuber. Now when I wash it, it's going to get spoiled faster, so I don't wash it before using it unless I know I'm using the whole tuber. But this time I did not wash it. Okay, so I just cut it into pieces. Make sure you cut it into small pieces, not very tiny pieces, because then it will cook too fast and it will soak some water. Okay, so you cut it into this beautiful sizes, just like what you're seeing now, and they are going to put it in some water. Once we do that, we're going to wash it 2 times before we put it into our hot boiling water that was on fire before I started peeling the yam. This is also going to fasten the cooking process and everything is going to happen real quick because like I said, this recipe is long. Now that I'm done putting the yam into the water, I just season it with some salt, cover it and allow it to cook. It shouldn't take too long to cook. It should be done in about 15 minutes or 12. Yes, because they're not in very big sizes. Now I've also chopped up some nice vegetables. I'm using green bell peppers, some carrots and onions. I'll be leaving all the ingredients and their quantities in the description box below, so do check them out. After about 12 to 15 minutes, I'm checking on my yam. When you insert a fork into the yam, it should go in smoothly and it should even be able to break apart like just easily like that. Then you know your yam is ready. After I drain the water of the yam, I put it back on the stove and allow the heat to just drain out some of the moisture that's in there because I don't want my yam to be mushy and mushy with water. Okay, so I just do that and then it drains it nicely. Now I'm making some homemade bread crumbs. It's a combination of brown bread and batter bread. They are 2 of my favorite bread and so flavorful. So I just made my own breadcrumbs at home and I just love it because I know exactly what's going in there. So if you want me to teach you guys how to make my breadcrumbs at home, let me know in the comment section below and I'll upload the video right away. So now my yam is ready to be mashed. So I just let it cool for a little bit because if I mash it whilst it's really hot, it's going to end up being sticky and we don't want something sticky, we want something fluffy. Okay, so I just made it cool a little bit. Now I tried using my potato masher. I'm like, oh, this is going to make my work very easy, forgetting that yam is really tough, so it's difficult to do that. But when I mashed it in there, it came out smooth, but it was too long, it was too tight, so I just went back for my normal masher and then I just mashed my yam right away. Now this yam tasted so good. It was so nice. I had to just control myself from eating it over and over again. Though yeah, a couple of them went into my mouth, like 5 or 6. Be careful not to eat all your yam. Okay, now when I'm done with the masher, I go in with my tapoli or my ato. That helps make it really smooth for me. Now I'm just going in with my hands and trying to break any unwanted lumps or just to release or just get the yam to be aired. Then I can go in with my margarine. Now this is low fat margarine. You can go ahead and use butter as well, but I love to use margarine for my yam balls. Okay, now I'm going to just mix this up and try to get a sandy texture just like so. Then after that we can add our vegetables. These vegetables are not cooked because I love the texture and freshness that it brings to the yam balls. Mix this all up together and now we're going to add some milk. I'm using full cream milk for this one. You can go ahead and use evaporated milk. It works perfectly. So now I'm just going to mix everything up together. I didn't add all the milk at once because it's just going to make it all mushy and we don't want that. So you just go in little by little that you can get the perfect texture. Now the ingredients and the quantities I'll be giving you in the description box, they are accurate. So if you follow it, you're going to make amazing yam balls just like mine. So we mix all this together, and if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit on the bell so you're notified anytime I upload a new content. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Please like this video and share for others to watch as well. Now we are about to get started into the main business. Okay, I have some all-purpose flour, I have some egg and milk, and then my homemade bread crumbs. So get your egg and milk incorporated, and we're going to start rolling our yam balls. So first we roll the yam ball, we dip it into the flour, and then we move it into the egg and milk wash. Okay, after that we put it into our breadcrumbs. Now I'm using the milk and egg wash because I want the flour to be able to hold, to be able to also take on the breadcrumbs. So if you do not want eggs or you don't like eggs, you can completely omit it, okay, and use just milk. It works perfectly. It's still the same, okay. You still get the same crunchy, nice texture. I just love to put the egg in the coating because I love the richness that it adds to the crust. And that is all, nothing fancy, okay. So yeah, I just love to do everything before I start frying my yam balls, because this thing cooks so fast. If you're not careful, you may end up burning some or over browning some. So I just like to roll everything and then get on to my frying. I'm just doing this to show you also. What I also love to do is to sit down, relax, and then roll all the yam into a plate before I start applying the coating to it, which I'll be doing in a bit. I just want you guys to see how I do this. And also note that I'm not using one hand for all of the coating, okay. I'm using my right hand or one hand for the dry ingredients, which is the flour and the breadcrumbs, and I'm using my left hand or my other hand for the wet ingredients. That way there's no transfer of stickiness into the dry ingredients or the wet ingredients. Everything is just going to get messed up and you won't get to use it for all. You have to use so much more because everything is just messed up, like I said. So just use two hands, okay, and then alternate, okay. Also, you can just multitask, one hand in here, one hand in there, so everything can be fast. So like you see, I have rolled all of the yam into a plate, and then I'm just going. That way it goes really, really fast, and before you know, you're done. Guys, you have to try this recipe, okay. I've done all the hard work over the years and have perfected this recipe to like over 100%, okay. So all you need to do is to follow the ingredients and the quantities that I'll be leaving in the description box, and then just make some yam balls. When I made these yam balls, okay, I haven't made it in a while. So when I made these, there was a fight in my house. Look, they were eating, overeating. Even when I packed into the fridge, I saw the kids going into the fridge to take some, and we had this with some chicken wings, and it was so good. Now I have finished rolling everything and coating everything. I have some oil on the fire, and it was heating on medium heat. You don't want to fry this on low heat. It will soak up the oil, okay, and we don't want that. And you don't want to fry this on high heat because it fries so quickly and it may just end up burning. We don't want any burnt yam balls. It's going to make it sour, and all our hard work is just going to be in the trash. No, we don't want that, okay. And no wasting of money in our kitchens. Anytime we are making food that you love, even the ones that you don't love, guys, make it with so much love. And that is the beauty of cooking. When you cook and you cook with love, everything comes out beautiful. And even that day, if you miss a little bit of salt, they don't even get to notice because there's so much love in it. It completes everything, okay. So we're going to fry this to perfection. Fry it and let it brown nicely. Don't fry on one side for too long, otherwise it's going to burn. So just keep turning gently, okay. Now the goal is to get this to be golden brown, and it will be so nice and delicious. You're going to see the final product in a bit. Today we have a guest here. He's refusing to go away because you can see that I'm making some yam balls on my computer. So he's sitting right here with me. Welcome, Zane. Okay, so I'm going to complete frying everything, and I got 20 yam balls out of the one that I made, okay. So this is just nice and delicious. Here we are frying some chicken wings, and I'll be adding some sauce to my chicken wings as well. Now look, our yam balls are ready, and tell me you're not loving this beautiful golden yam balls. Let's break into one and see. Look at that beautiful thing. It melts in your mouth. It's delicious, it's yummy, and it goes with everything. You can have it with some rice on the side, and most importantly, make sure you plate it beautifully. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, be loving and be caring. Bye.